Okay, so I'm out here on my second day checking it out. I absolutely love this bike. It's so smooth, it's so much fun to ride, and I mean, where I am right now, it's stunningly beautiful. The roads are literally perfect. It's like a racetrack out here. I'm riding next to this huge lake that looks like an ocean, and I'm island hopping over bridges. So I'm gonna show you here in a little bit when I get to the bridges. I go over about maybe 3 or 4 bridges through tunnels, and I'm gonna go out to this really cool island where they make some of the best tea in the world. It's where they cultivate the leaves. So anyways, I'm gonna check it out here, but I'm just cruising about 40 miles an hour. It's literally so smooth and so beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna talk a little bit about the display here. And I have Android Auto hooked up to my phone right now, and you can see all the apps right here. Some of the cool apps are like the charge points and the maps and the music, like Spotify and Pandora. So if I click on the music, it'll come up, or I click on the apps. And it right now it's showing me where I'm riding right next to this beautiful lake over here. And you can see that right now there's some little numbers here on the side that are telling me, which I can't really read right now because we're still updating it, but it's gonna be telling me what mode I'm in, how fast I'm going, the percentage of the battery life that's left. And you'll notice the placement, it isn't literally in the best spot at the moment. But most of these displays, it will be right about here. So I'm gonna have that moved. But the really cool thing about this is that this display is updatable. See this USB right here? So this USB, you can plug in a USB stick with the new firmware and it will automatically update it when the bike is on. And so what's really cool about that is that as we're making changes and improvements to the display, you'll just be able to update the display with new graphics and all of that. Okay, so what I'm trying to say here is that what we're gonna do is take feedback from you guys, and if you see some things you want on the display that are possible, we'll try to get that into the next firmware update. And we'll just keep improving it, and then soon we'll have like a really killer display with all of your feedback. And then what we'll also have is new graphics. I plan on, you know, maybe once or twice a year releasing some new graphics that will be the same functionality, but it will just look different from a display perspective. Okay, so to be able to go between CarPlay and the display of your speedometer, you just click that, that's CarPlay down there, and then you just swipe down from the top over here, and then you can press home. And that will be able to get you back and forth between the display and, you know, Android Auto or CarPlay. Okay, so this is literally my favorite spot. We're gonna do it again. I'm super excited, so let's check it out. All right, so I'm in hyper mode, and I'm gonna go into this turn super fast, all right? Here we go. So I'm going 60, 62, coming up on this sharp turn. It is painted, so it's a little weird, but I'm gonna go into this. I'm hitting this about 50 right now. But you can just really lean this bike, which is so amazing. All right, so now I'm gonna hit this bridge, just going into this. Here we go. Going so fast. Oh my God. Oh my God. He didn't see me. That's crazy. All right, here we go. 66, 67 uphill, 70, 71, 72. Keep going. 73. All right. Hell yeah. Coming up on these motos. Woo! My helmet. Oh my God. Oh my God, dude. So fast, this helmet almost ripped off. But look at this. It's absolutely stunning and beautiful. Okay, so this is the next bridge I'm about to hit. You can see right here, I'm just about going 40 in hyper mode. I'm gonna floor it right now. Just make sure people can see me. All right, here we go. So look at this. Look at this spot. It's so amazing. And this bike feels so planted, so nimble, and it's just insane how fast this thing is. I mean, I'm just cruising uphill at 67, and it's so hot out right now, but I'm going so fast that I'm actually getting cold. But just look at the scenery here. I mean, I couldn't dream of a better place to test ride this production model. Okay, so one of the things I'm doing right now is I'm testing the hyper mode. Essentially, I'm just staying in hyper mode, okay? Now, if you know about most electric cars, right, they have like an extreme ludicrous mode, or, you know, in the Ioniq 5, they have a crazy mode. I can't remember what it's called, and they only allow you to do that for, I don't even know, maybe 10 seconds or a certain short amount of time. Our hyper mode is unlocked. So what I'm testing for right now is a power limiter, right? So if you overheat the battery or the motor or both, it will slowly start to limit you down in power, sort of like heat lag, right? And there'll be a little warning that comes up, and I think it's just number 12, right? And that will tell you that, hey, your power is getting limited at the top end. And so just go a little bit slower, let things cool down a little bit, and you should get the power back. Ultimately, obviously, if you keep pushing it, it's gonna keep slowing you down. The main goal here is to prevent you from riding this thing until the bike just completely shuts off on you because you overheated it, right? So what we're trying to do here is just help you understand that, hey, like if you see the little warning and you can feel a little bit less power, it's because we're just making it so that you don't overheat the system, and you can just ride, take a break. But remember, I'm riding in hyper mode the entire time, and that's not really normal. Ride around in sport mode, blast around on it, but hyper mode, I'm really pushing it. You're pushing full power, and so this is now sort of a smart system to help you really, you know, get as far as you need to go and have as much fun as you possibly can. Like, see the traffic coming on here? All right, I gotta make a left, but I really don't wanna follow these guys. So I'm just gonna, you know, I'm not gonna cut this guy off. I could have, but I'm gonna just do it and make a left here. But that's the thing about, you know, the RCR and the RCR 80V in itself, is that you can get around traffic so fast. I mean, driving around in a car, in my opinion, is ridiculous. On a beautiful day like this, where I'm actually just getting this amazing breeze and it feels so good to be outside, like, why would I want to be in a car right now? There's just no reason. And I can get to where I want to go so much faster. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that, because that's one of the benefits about riding a bike like this, is that, you know, riding around town, hopping islands, I mean, this is so much easier and so much more fun than cruising around in a car. And especially if you got a bunch of friends that get these bikes and you guys can all go out on group rides like we do. These tires on the stock bike, the stock tires on these are just the best tires I've ever felt. There's something that you might need to get used to if you're coming from the 72, because they turn really well. But it's all about leaning. So if you don't really know how to lean a bike, this is your chance to learn, because these tires are all about leaning. I mean, I feel like you could drag a knee with these tires. And honestly, I can't wait to see a video of someone dragging a knee on the RCR 80V. It'll be so rad, like going around a turn super fast. But yeah, check out the scenery. It's amazing. So I came from all the way over there, literally all the way over there. So one of the features I want to show you here is cruise control, right? So I'm cruising in this turn right now, and I'm going to hold down this button right here, and I'm going to let go of the throttle, and literally I'm just cruising. As you can see, I'm literally just cruising. And of course I'm coming up to these cars, right? So I could either blip the throttle and it will slow down, you know, like there's no more cruise control, or I can hit the brakes and it will deactivate the cruise control. Okay, so I see this really cool bridge over here, and I just want to go cross it. So let's go check it out. Oh shoot, got people driving on the wrong side of the road here. All right, we're just getting in here. Let's go check out this bridge. No idea if there's a toll or anything like that. Let's see. Oh wow, this is cool. All right, let's go check it out. Wow, look at this, guys. Oh my God, look at this. All right, so I'm just checking it out on the maps here. Just wow. This is literally a racetrack. No joke. I mean, this looks like a jump. I mean, this is rad. Yeah. I mean, this is rad. Oh yeah, it's literally a jump. Oh my God, I just got air. This is so sick. Look at that. I just came from over there, from those bridges over there. I just came from over there. It's pretty rad. And I'm out here just cruising in hyper mode, having a blast. All right. Up. This person wants to kill me. Am I going the wrong way? I mean, or just, what? What am I doing here? I don't know. Yeah, no, I mean, it's fun. Oh, it's a little park here. I was just over there on that bridge, and now here comes another bridge. I'm just loving crossing over these bridges. They're so much fun. And oh my God, this turn, this is sweet. Oh yeah. So I'm just now feeling the power limit come on at the higher end, which I think is great. And it shows that, you know, it's working. So right now you can see it's saying 12, right? And so it's technically limiting my power here. And because I've been riding from literally those mountains over there, you can see. So I've been riding for about an hour now, and I've been riding really hard in hyper mode. And all I can say is that this is great. Instead of the bike completely shutting off on you, we're just letting you know, hey, cool it down a little bit. You know, maybe take a quick break. Let's go over here and get some coffee, you know? I'm just gonna take a break right here and show you where I came from, and you can't even see it, but see those mountains way out there? Literally, we're right past that dragonfly, way out there. There is a couple bridges that I've crossed, okay? And I've gone through several islands. I went through a tunnel over here, and I'm now at the bottom end of this beautiful lake, checking out this bike, and isn't this thing just stunning? It's amazing. The shorty looks so good. It has the perfect stance. The tires are just amazing. So if you notice, all of my personal projects, you know, I have some coat rack furniture designs, I have skateboard designs, and I also have the ONYX, which originally came with a wood cover. They all have wood pieces, real wood pieces integrated into the design. And I just want to show you, this is just something that I think is a nice touch. It's customizable, you know, if you want to change this and put your own little design there, you know, you can remove this and put it there. But this is, everyone gets this nice little beautiful piece of wood that is a reminder of where this company started. And I think it's just an awesome touch, just looking out here in nature, you know. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you. Every bike has a smart BMS, and you can use super power BMS, just like the 72 volt LTDs and then the current 72 volts. They all have the same smart technology. And here you can see the temperatures, you can see your current output, your total volts, how many cycles, and then you can see individual cell levels and the delta between the health of the batteries. So, you know, something like these batteries are super healthy if you look at the voltage difference. And I just wanted to point this out, that I'm doing a temperature test where if the temp starts to get to 60 degrees Celsius, which right now it's at 56, it will start to reduce the power and slow you down a little bit. Not a lot, but it'll slow you down a little bit. But if you keep riding it, when you notice that limit in power and you keep riding it that hard, it will continue as the batteries get hotter or the motors get hotter, it will continue to start to limit your power. So what you want to do is, if you feel that, you want to slow down. And you're really only going to feel this is if you're riding extremely hard like I was. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little bit of an update here. So I pulled over to get some coffee because I was starting to get the temperature limit, which limits the power. And my top speed was around 50, right? And I'm going uphill 50 right now. I pulled over just to drink a small iced coffee, literally a small iced coffee. And now, after just taking a break, I'm hitting 60, 61, 63. I mean, it's climbing, right? So the motor cools down really fast because of the way that the rim is designed, and it's literally heat sinking. It dropped 30 degrees Celsius within moments of me just, you know, drinking a small iced latte. And I'm gonna head back and start really just hammering on this even more until I'm gonna see if I can get this thing to turn off. That's my plan. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but it's been absolutely insane, so much fun. And I'm gonna keep you guys updated here throughout the video. I'm on my way back, and I'm gonna hammer on it in hyper mode as much as I can, just like I know you guys will. You know, hyper mode is to be used sparingly. I mean, you can ride around in it, but I wouldn't like just keep it in hyper mode and keep it pinned all the time, because I mean, you know, just like in any electric vehicle that has these special modes, they're really meant to be limited, right? Because you're gonna limit your range, and you're gonna get things like the heat limit that lowers your power. And I was able to go 45, 50 in hyper mode when I had the limit start to come on, but now it's off, right? Because I took a quick break, had a iced latte, been riding for an hour, so it was nice to get off the bike and take a break. And I'm on my way back to go climb more of these bridges and go full speed, okay? So here we go. So I'm going right now. Let's see. Let's get down. Hopefully my helmet doesn't rip off. But yeah, I don't think there's a limit, because I'm at 72 volts, which is less than 50%, and I'm still going 65 miles an hour. So this bike is rad. This bike is absolutely rad. Okay, so again, climbing a really rad ridge with some really cool islands. I am hitting some of the heat limit, but I'm still going 56 up this hill, and then I'm climbing, now I'm going down a slight hill, hitting 63, 64, and I'm gonna hit 65, but I'm gonna run into the back of this car here that's trying to go around this guy, but I'm still able to, you know, pass people, and yeah, so it's working. The heat limit is working, which I think is amazing, because you know, I haven't seen this awesome of a system on any bike that's literally telling me, hey, just cool it for a little bit, you know, and if you need to, just take a quick break. Okay, so I mean, I'm a little bit dicey on the riding here, but I actually love doing this. So I'm a snowboarder, okay? When I lost my leg to cancer and the doctor said I couldn't do anything, I mean basically they were saying my life was gonna be so different. Well, you know what? My life is different. I learned to snowboard at 11 years old with a prosthetic leg, and I loved weaving through trees. Now, I view cars and traffic like moving trees, so it really ups the ante. Of course, you know, it's way more dangerous, you know, especially when I'm crossing right through here like this. That's super sketch. Don't do that at home. Don't try it. But I love doing it, and I'm not asking you to do it, but it is a lot of fun, and I just get a thrill in just getting through traffic, because this is what this bike is made for. I mean, look at this. Just so amazing. All right, so we're having an absolute blast, just weaving through traffic here, going 62 miles an hour. My max speed, right, my top speed earlier in the video isn't the top speed of this bike. That's just the top speed at the given battery level, which was around 50%, and I was able to go 71 miles an hour. And I'm also, you know, pushing 250 on, you know, on a good day, right? I mean, I could be lighter, but in general, I mean, that's pretty heavy, right? So if you're lighter, you're gonna go faster for sure. And then at a higher level of speed, I went 73.6 miles an hour. Now, I had ridden for maybe 10 miles before that, not fast, but then I really started pushing it, and I was probably about 90% battery level when I got that top speed. So that's the top speed for me. I'm sure it's going to be higher for you. I think the best I've seen for me right now is about 75 miles an hour, but I've seen people hit 78, which I think is ludicrous, absolutely insane. Mode, just full throttle, pinning it, and this has been about, you know, hour 45 minutes of riding, and I will say that the heat limit is working as it should. It's not completely turning the bike off. It's just limiting the power so that you can keep riding, and that's the whole goal of this. So I'm actually really stoked about it, and I'm gonna now just try to see if I can get this thing to shut off, which I don't think it's going to. I think it's just going to keep me limited so that I don't continue to overheat the bike. And what I've been doing is I've just been taking my hand off full pin, you know, literally wide open throttle, and just slowing down and not using all the power, and then it will give me a little bit burst of power. Okay, so this is what I want to show you guys, all right? The heat management is working. The cutoff of the cells here is 70 degrees C. We're at 67 ambient temperature, and then the cells are around 64, 60, 65. And what I want to show you is that when I take off, it's really slow, okay? I have to pedal, and this is because it's about 3 degrees from, you know, cutoff, where it would, you know, safety measures will apply and it will cut off. I'm gonna just swipe down and go back to the screen and show you that I'm going about 30 miles an hour. I did need to pedal to start. Now, this is because I've been pushing the bike super hard. Let me put the visor down. I've been pushing the bike super hard, and this is where the bike would normally cut off and you wouldn't be able to turn it back on for hours. On most bikes, that's what happens if they're unlimiting the power, like in hyper mode, right? It's unlimited power. But what we need to do and make sure that you can get home is that we need to limit the power if you ride this thing like a banshee out of hell, like I do. And I've been riding for 2 hours, riding this thing like an absolute madman, and I've overheated the battery, and it's limiting my power, but it's not turning off, and that's the point. And so what I want to show you is the max amps that it's about to output. Okay, so I got a green light, so I'm gonna go here. We're going about 30, and the max draw is about 40, 46, and I imagine it won't let me go any higher than 50 amps. 52. I'm getting a phone call, but here I'm gonna just keep going. 60 amps. So let's see, it's 62 amps. Can you see that? 64 amps. Going about 46. 67 up, and now it's heat limiting me. Okay, so there, it's almost about 70 amps, and it's heat limiting me down to just keep it and slow myself down. But you notice the temperature hasn't risen up, which is good, because what it's trying to do is prevent you from just shutting the bike off. And when you feel this is normal, and this is how it should be on bikes in general, electric bikes in general. If you want to have that unlimited beast mode, hyper mode, whatever you want to call it, ludicrous mode, you know, this is great for you know, the future of e-bikes, and the programming here is amazing. So the test is complete. Got a nice little rain here. It's gonna cool it down. So I rode it until essentially where I would say it didn't turn off. It's just limited me down to about 30 miles an hour, or about 20 amps max. So you do have to pedal to take off, but this is when you're pushing it super hard and you literally just are overheating the whole entire system for a couple hours, just pushing it really hard. But point is that this is what it's supposed to do instead of completely shutting off on you. So you can see it's still on, everything's good. So this is the thing that I wanted to note, is that the battery, when it's below 50%, you're more susceptible to overheating the battery because it's below 50%. Now, this is a thing that you have to note, is that like at the end of the battery, this is more of an education for you guys, is that when you're starting to ride back, you know, at 50%, you should be about halfway to where you're going or heading back to where you started. Now, just remember to ride a little bit more conservatively, and you'll be able to still have a lot of fun and be able to ride a lot faster. So that's my tip here. I was testing this just to make sure that the programming is working correctly, and it is. And we're gonna ship these things out, and I'm super stoked to get these things out to you. I'm having a blast on them. Just wanted to show you my top speed here with 73.6. I'm literally on a highway going with traffic, about 40 miles an hour, 37, 38, 39, 40 miles an hour here. And it is power limited. Oh wait, I'm in normal mode, so let me actually change the mode here to sport mode. Oh, I can actually go faster. This is great. I'm now able to, I'm able to pass this car right here, which is pretty awesome. Okay, 2 degrees from cutoff, and I'm cruising on some insane highway, I don't know, but it's beautiful. It's great. Just rain. I just pulled over for about a few minutes to give you guys a quick update on the testing, and now I'm headed back. All right, well, I just want to say thank you to everyone. I mean, this has been an absolute dream come true, and I know this is going to be a dream come true for all of you guys, because this bike is absolutely killer. It's so much fun, and I'm excited about delivering every single bike to all of the people who have ordered. And I want to say thank you to everyone who believes in ONYX and believes in the power of ONYX. We are literally excited to the moon. Everyone in the team, I want to thank everyone on the team and every single one of you in the community and everyone who pre-ordered this bike. We're sending these out in droves, and anyone who's getting new orders, put them in, because these things are going to fly off the shelves when everyone finds out how awesome this bike is. It's so much fun. So it's been a blast, guys. I'm on my way back. I mean, literally on my way back home. I got to catch a flight here, a couple hours. I'm out, and I'm going to be back home. But this has been so much fun, and I can't wait for my bike. This is just a beautiful bike, and I've had a beautiful time and an exciting time, just making sure everything's perfect, working the way that it should.
Okay, if this video didn't get you excited about this bike, I don't know what else to say, but this bike is insane. I literally rode this bike on what I would consider a racetrack for this bike and some of the most beautiful scenery. And I was testing it the whole time to see if everything was set up correctly, and it's working amazingly. It's one of the most exciting products I've ever made, and I'm so stoked to have everyone get this bike that ordered it, and also myself. I cannot wait to get this. We're moments away from everyone getting it. As you can see, all the bikes here are getting finished. They're going to be boxed up and sent out to you guys. So thank you for ordering the bike. And if you haven't ordered yet, you better get your ordering, because when this bike lands and everyone finds out how sick this bike is, it's going to be sold out for a very long time. I guarantee it. It's good. So get your ordering and get it as soon as possible. All right, guys, see you.